Welcome. Come on in. It's Thursday and it's happy hour. Home happy hour to be exact. So grab a drink and let's get started. Hi everybody. It's Claire Paris with the Paris Group Realty LLC in Portland, Oregon. And today we're talking about if you're lucky enough to have someone gift you money to buy a house, can they do that? How does it work? So yes, the short answer is yes, they can do that, but there are some serious repercussions. And so there are ways to set it up to minimize the impact on the person giving the gift and minimize the impact on the person receiving the gift. So there's three kind of separate problems that this can cause that you really want to pay attention to. First, of course, like my grandmother always said, there's no such thing as a free lunch. So if someone's giving you a large sum of cash, there actually could be tax repercussions with you getting that money. So sometimes I have clients who are lucky enough to have parents that are like, hey, we can buy this house for you cash, but you don't want to do that. What you want to do is say, hey, grandma and grandpa or mom and dad, buy the property cash and have a loan against the property. So your parents would be the bank of mom and dad, and they can actually record a trust deed just like any lender would that specifically says you owe mom and dad X amount of dollars. Now, mom and dad, depending on how they decide to set it up, they might not require payment, but that's between you and mom and dad. But that way, there's no tax repercussions of you inheriting or getting that gift in cash. On the flip side, obviously, mom and dad can do whatever the heck they want. There is some tax benefit to giving away a certain amount of money a year, but there are a lot of rules around it, so you definitely want to talk to your accountant. And then as far as, how you do this is a big thing. So if mom and dad aren't buying you the whole house in its entirety, they're just giving you a chunk of change to go towards your down payment. Make sure you have it set up to just go directly to the title company. I had a client recently whose grandmother was kind enough to give them some money to go towards their down payment. And grandma was kind of pissed by the end of it because the lender's going to ask grandma for her bank statements and for the checking account, and they want all kinds of information from her. So the less you've got to ask from them, the better. I mean, they just gave you a big chunk of change, so you probably don't want to ask them for their bank statements and a bunch of other stuff. So ideally what you do is you have that money go from grandma's account straight to the title company. It doesn't get deposited into your account and then another account, because that'll make it a nightmare. And then the other big thing that you could do, which a lot of people do if you're planning super far in advance, is say, I know mom's going to give me a gift of $10,000. I can have mom give me that money, put it in my bank account, and just know that I'm not going to buy anything for a couple of months, because if that money has been in your bank account for a while, at least 2 months, so that your beginning statement, you know how it says like beginning balance for your statement and ending balance, as long as it doesn't look like that money has been deposited in the last 30 days, then as far as the lender's concerned, that money is your money, and so there's no what they call sourcing necessary. So I hope I've thoroughly confused you with all the ways that you can generously give and receive gifts. Of course, I love chatting with you about all these technical topics, and there's all kinds more information on our YouTube channel, so check us out over there, and I'll see you next week for the Home Happy Hour. Take care.